And here we go. First game of the group stage B. Going into the stream is Swedish Family by AcE Gaming and Blind Owls. The teams are looking like this. Swedish Family is with Darkness, Oscar U, Drop Talk, Hakanata and Zubmat. And then we got on the enemy side, on Blind Owls side, Kefka, Major, Just Drago, Cleasing and Simo. With this, we go into the first map of today's stream. It's gonna be Border. If I'm not wrong, it's a pick of Blind Owls. Swedish Family are on defense on this map and will go in overtime as attackers into this map. So here we go. First one to go. I'm pretty hyped about this game today because you don't see often matchups like this. Swedish Family being on a very good run when we look into their social medias. And then we got Blind Owls. They just made a new main team for them. They had an academy team last season in Phantom League. They did pretty well. So we have also high hopes from my side at least today for Blind Owls 2. I almost said Blind Owls Academy because I'm so used to only having the Blind Owls Academy play competitive for the last 2 months. So Swedish Family starts their defense round not up top, they start in the bottom in ventilation, going in with a extension to above with a Legion, Goyo, Warden, Bandit and a Melusi. How is Blind also gonna respond to this? Something that we don't really see often. Then when you go border, you're mostly likely to go onto the top side first. But no, Swedish family says we got something better to show. We got something more to offer, so we're gonna start somewhere else. Let's see how Blind O's Academy is gonna... I'm sorry for this one more time. Blind O's main team is gonna go for this and attack the top side control of Swedish family. AcE already entered into break room looking for information. And she's the only one right now inside when it comes to the building. Getting open, Blind O's with the breach up top, waiting for anybody to show themselves, but they don't play against it, they just wait for it getting thrown out. But they're not gonna swing this. Family knows about this. While also our IQ from earlier goes into the first gunfight into the hallway, and it's looking very problematic for Blind O's attack. We got still 2 people outside the building, and Drago picks up Hacknator inside from a very nice peek. There's another gunfight for Drago. He's gonna go after the warden, he's going away and picks up the warden. Oscar is down, 3v5 situation. Blind O's, you can't sort it better. A double pick, and it's 2v4. Another pick by the Oza outside up from the beach. 3v2 situation, 1 knock. A very hard play to do for the family, but the targets the first picks onto the first enemy, goes into side, she dies but misses, but she still gets picked by Sigma, and it's a 3v2 situation. Plant is down, now they have to do something. Drop torque, goes outside, tries to swing the people outside, and sadly it's the first point to Blind O's. What a great attack from them. The first 2 kills made by Drago were like a very good entry point for Blind O's, and they just done it. They just went for the execute. They knew man advantage, they can't do anything really, and that's what they shown. Quick round, nice round from Blind O's. How will Swedish family respond to this is my biggest question right now. Will they be able to show something better this round, or is it gonna be something that is gonna go down, because losing the first round can affect the mentality of a team very often. We'll see if Swedish family can handle such play. They started bottom, they lost the bottom side, and they still go for the side one more time. They say, we have to win the side, we are prepared, we had some ideas, we need to win this. So that's what they're trying to do. They go onto the side one more time, playing it once again, switching some of the operators. I think the switch is that we got a sentry now in the lineup, otherwise everything else stayed the same. Is it gonna have any impact onto the ground that they chose to have sentry instead of any other operator? I mean, the shield, the barbed wire, he has a lot of utility that he can place down, but is it really something that you should be considering, that you already have a strategy in mind, that you already had something and now you change stuff around just because one round didn't go as planned as it was? Well, we will see how Blind O's attacks this time. One more time we see a very one-sided take. They go for the breach one more time. This time Bandit's playing active Bandit on the breach, so it's gonna be a bit harder to take the breach away for them. Bandit playing in the corner. How it's gonna turn out is a very good idea. We are ready to do something here. We are waiting for the breacher, and it's gonna be a 3-2-1 go moment. really do anything. He can't bend it against it, and he gets damage from the breach, which gives BO3 already a small advantage against Swedish family. And there goes the grenade, knocking out the Gaio. Gaio stays in the corner and gets picked by the grenade. He doesn't know where to go. He just stays in there and gets picked by the grenade, and it's an early kill. But Darkness gets the refrag, not really refrag, but a trade of bodies. So we got Turk out of the game, and Simo 2. Kivka takes away 2 of these players. No, 3 players of them. And it's the Mulizi that's upstairs, kills the first one, sees the plan and denies the plan while killing the diffuser. They're gonna now reposition themselves, wait for a bit, and they will go for another plan, holding down on the hatches. 2v1 situation, it's not lost yet, it's gonna be just a hard one, but now Kivka hears him coming up the hallway, and he makes it with a quad kill into 2-0 for BO3. Now it's not really looking great for Swedish family when we look into this 2 rounds in a row now. Went down, went to the bottom, and still with the ideas that they had, they just couldn't really execute them how they wanted to, and sadly it comes to this, that we see a 2-0 at the moment. How will Swedish family come back from this, or will BO3 keep the run on the go, and it's gonna be just a quick game on border? I hear those discussions very often in the last qualifier stage in R6 streams. When I was looking into the NA streams, there was a question, is border a defender-sided map or attacker-sided map? And it's very hard to say, because in every region the teams play it differently. Some teams play it more aggressive on the defense, some teams are better on the attack on this map, and the statistics said that this map is a bit more of a attacker-sided map in most of the regions than a defender-sided map. So picking defense on this while thinking on console at least that borders a defender-sided map, it's not a bad thinking, but at the end when we look in the statistic from PC at least, then it is one of the more attacker-sided maps. It's like on a very low percentage difference though. That's not something that you say it's gonna be very big of a difference if you attack or defense on this map, but of course there is some statistics that. And we see Kivka already going into the building, the IQ, the aggressive play from last round. Clearing out the utility with IQ, a very good game. The utility that they have is not really to be used, and Kivka doesn't die to the Gaio shotgun in the back, but is already still picked a good amount, so right now. Still a bit of passive aggressive. They don't really take a lot. They just try to waste the time to take the utility down, and then when the time comes they will start pinching again. Supma in a very big pinch momentum right now. There's 3 people around him and he just gets picked by Drago from outside the breach. So we see the IQ being a very good pick, as she sees that there is someone on cams and tries to get the first track of this round for him, of the information that he has from his gadget. impossible situation, but only 40 seconds on the clock at the moment. So it's gonna be hard to attack such low amount of time. But Blind Owls, knowing that they don't have that much time left, are still waiting for anything that they can take. And there's the next kill on on the flank above, and he picks another one. He's making a very, very problematic player. He's become something that really has an impact on the game, and runs in and gets picked by us. Maybe it's a 2v1 situation. Plans going down, and sadly, Blind Owls is not gonna make a third round in this run, and it's gonna be 2-1 Swedish Family with their first round in this map. And we see from the side of Swedish Family, they banned that they just needed to do a ban that just happened because, you know, you saw the IQ, she was frag heavy, she cleared out the utility to the most point, she just used her gadget to the best she could, and it's normal that this gameplay has to be stopped. So that's what Swedish Family just done. They banned IQ to prevent any more situations like this. So it's gonna be already harder for Owls to have any intel on gadgets where they are. So it's gonna be a bit harder, but it's not gonna be impossible to find them. While we also see on the other side from Blind Owls the Fenrir ban, which is a bit of questionable why they do ban Fenrir. I mean, it's not something that got, excuse me, it's not something that got picked very often, so it's not a problem if I'm not wrong. We got some technical issues, so we're gonna be right back. And we are back. I'm very sorry for this interruption of technical issues. We are back into the game Swedish Family and Blind Owls on Border. So we see the bands getting repeated, IQ and Fenra. Let's hope now that everything's gonna work fine when it comes to the waiting time on the round. Let's hopefully get loaded into the game this time. And it worked very good. So there's some issues happening in this game with loading into the map, and we once more time see Swedish Family not going up. They still say no. We stay on the bottom floor, going into ventilation one more time. Even though they lost this side already 2 times in a row, they say we're gonna go again on this side instead of above. I don't know if they don't like playing the main side on the top floor or what's their reasoning for it, but maybe we will get this in a interview after the games if we have time for it and the enemies want to do it. Then we can do that. We're gonna ask about it, why Swedish Family doesn't like the top floor bomb site and go onto the bottom floor bomb sites. With this, we go into the same lineup we had earlier with some operators switch between the players themselves. For instance, Drop Talk is right now on the sentry that was played earlier by Oscar. Oscar is now on the Goyo. And we got a Wamai. I think earlier we didn't have the Wamai, we had a update to what we had earlier going on. And sadly Dernis uses a lot of shots onto the drone, so we still have no one really entering the building yet. We see Blind Owls playing aggressively against the headlines with a Oza shield outside, and he gets picked off by a grenade. She swings in and gets picked by Drop Turk. At the same time, Oscar gets the second pick on East. And it's not over yet. There's still one guy in break, inside break, and we see that it's now a 5 to 3 in the net difference. I'm very sorry for this. So 5v3 scenario, Blind Owls and Drop Tar with another kill on to the shotgun. You can, is it a shotgun? I think it is a shotgun if I'm not wrong. And it's a 5v2 scenario. Blind Owls still got 1 minute 20. Well, not really anything that can be done. Kafka still being alive, so he could be the change of this game if he does get some pretty decent kills. If not, it could be a very big problem for Blind Owls. 1 minute remaining, 5v2 scenario, and what will happen? And Kivka picks the first one. Walking around, he just waits for the kills to come into his hands. And now he awaits his opportunity to get another kill. But now, sadly, he doesn't find anybody and has to rotate around with the Daffy slowly. Who's laying down below the table? Dern is below the table in the main lobby, waiting for his opportunity, and he does have the best opportunity of his life. He gets Kivka away from the board. Cleasing still inside, but he has to watch out. The gun is going in, but no, Cleasing picks him up, and it's a 2v1 scenario, but he doesn't have the death. He's not inside, and the time's just running down, and at the end, it doesn't really matter how many he picked up, because Swedish Family gets this round 2. Great play from Swedish Family. Now, after the 2 rounds lost to Blind Owls, they came back, and now it's 2-2. Will this keep going on for Swedish Family, or will they Now, now we see the second floor pick from Swedish families or something new. And quick reminder, they still have a Mira. We just saw it getting picked, so no one banned Mira from the side of Blind O's. The question is why? Here we go, to Swedish family. First time on the second floor, having the Mira now being able to play very extended with those Miras, playing more around the side than just inside. And they also play very aggressively against into break. You see also the first pick when it comes to the shield operators. Before we didn't see a shield operator pick, but now Drago with the first shield in this match, and it being Blackbeard. Darren's already got picked up. And slowly we see that break is more and more being taken from Blind O's. And there's a pick for the guy from below. AcE trying to get a weight onto him, and Oscar gets picked from Kefka on the catwalk. A bit of sad because Oscar had a play there, but he just couldn't really do it. I believe the issue was that he tried to move too much and he just got picked away for them. And the first run being dropped. AcE swings in, but he doesn't get the Melusi. Melusi gets the AcE, and it's a 3v4 situation. 1 minute to go, and we still wait, and Melusi gets picked by a double run from AcE and our Blackbeard into office. 4v2 situation. AcE trying to pick our smoke through the wall. Smoke dropped down, and it's still a 4v2 situation, but the smoke is very low on health. And they seem to just run to the side. Mira gets picked by our AcE, and AcE trying to see where our nice friend Smoke is. But it's a 4v1 situation, 10 seconds on the clock, and you can't really do anything. On the side of Swedish family, it's very hard to come back, and pleasing this closes off this round, being the score of 3-2, and the last round before the swap. Swedish family needs one more round on defense. If they happen to get defense one more round, while Blind always is on the more favorite side on border, which is attack, they get 3-3. It is very good looking for Swedish family, but if they don't, then it's gonna be very hard to come back from a 2 rounds difference for them. Even though attack will be easier for them, it's still gonna be a big problem if Venos also has some ideas and some strategies up their sleeves for this round. And we see one more time the top floor being picked, But this time they don't take the Mira, even though they have her, she doesn't get picked once again. So a bit of high risk play right here now, in my opinion at least, that we don't really seem to understand how Swedish family is picking those sides. At least I can't really understand the way of thinking that they have, taking the Mira on the first run, not taking her on the second run, even though the Miras gave them a very big powerhouse position. It's questionable, but we will see how Swedish family plays this out. And once again we see a Blackbeard on the side of Blind Owls. So they waited with the shields play before they took any actions on playing the shield. They waited the rounds, and now, since they didn't abuse it, they have the upper hand to use them now. Droning a lot when it comes to Blind Oil. They have a very long time on drones. They try to see every possible detail they can. They are losing drones, one drone after another. At the start of the round they had a lot of drones. Now it comes to the last 2 drones and the info they can get from those drones. So will this be enough to know what they have to do? Kifka knows about the Saurus in the corner, but who's gonna take the gunfight? Is it gonna be Saurus? It is Saurus. Oscar you on Saurus, getting the pick on Kifka, taking away one of the biggest strengths of Blind Owls at the moment, and it being a very important frag for Swedish family. And Zolis doesn't give up yet. She fights the guy that entered. She picks up another gunfight with our Blackbeard, but it's not enough, and she is in a very hard situation. But now the teammate Dernis helps her out, take off the Blackbeard off her shoulders, and it's 3v3 situation. So everything can happen now in a 3v3, and we will see how it's gonna go. The breach on A side is open. We got also our player still, Oscar is still being in CCTV area, still playing his life there. Now after a lot of wasted time he rotates inside and awaits this opportunity. No one being in 90. Now he's going into 90, picking off Oscar U from running into side. Blind Owls Academy, Blind Owls main team runs it, but Turk with a triple kill stops Blind Owls run into side. He picks up every attacker that comes at him, and it's a 3-3 split for this first half of Border. A very interesting and insane game for now. Blind O's Academy doesn't. Blind O's mainly. Sorry. I think I'm gonna have this issue of saying Blind O's Academy so often today. I'm very sorry to the boys and everyone that's in the stream for my issue here, but something that you really just forgot that it is still there. The Blind O's could have their own team, being Blind O's, not a academy team. Us, for a long time, the main team, or let's say the other team, wasn't called just Blind O's, so we had Blind O's Academy, and I think there was Aspire back in the day, and we got Blind O's Mangusta, if I'm not wrong, and now it's just Blind O's, so it's very hard for me to just get away from calling them Blind O's and Blind O's Academy, as it's just something that I got used to. So I'm very sorry for this, but still we see a 3-3 split. We see no drones in such an early stage being played out anymore. We still got a lot of drones when it comes to secondary drones, but we don't have any left drones when it comes to the prep time drones that the Swedish family had. So the only big intel they can get is from Twitch drones and our Flawless drones. Which runs it at Drago, but sadly doesn't get that pick. Still two players on both sides, one on Swedish family side, one on Blind O's side are low health, and Kivka gets picked up by per 5v4, 1 minute remaining, and not really a way to attack side at the moment. The Azami being a bit of a problem, missing one of her gadgets, giving her not giving her the advantage that she wanted to have from that gadget. So we will see how it will play out. Still Blitz is walking around our Twitch, a bit of low on health, but at the end other Dragos being very low on health. It doesn't take long till Arony finds our Twitch, who was already low on health, and it's a 4v4 situation for Swedish family against Blind O's. And Turk gets also a very good pick by our Arony back inside, but it doesn't really take long. We see the entrance from Swedish family into office, and Warden gets the pick inside. There's a blitz on them, but they still have the Warden alive, so it's gonna be a bit of a hard play to do. Warden swings out and picks Oscar away, and picks also our Hacknator on blitz. Double kill in such a short time by him, Warden. And he would have gotten another kill if Simo Owl wouldn't get his pick right now. So we are now into the first round of defense for Blind O's, and we see Blind O's just managed to keep the aggressiveness of Swedish family away from them, picking one after another from them, and it's 4-3 for Blind O's.
The medical stand clear for authorized personnel and those in need of medical attention.
And we see the next side being picked by Blind O's is bathroom, with a castle extended to above, having a mute castle, Fenra, Mozzie and Cleasing being one of the frag heavy on water once again. A big issue for Swedish family that they let this guy get some kills on them in that round. He walked straight into his cross and they got picked off one after another. Insane. And Turk gets picked off by Kivka early stage of this round, making it a 5v4 on 30 remaining. Kivka pleasing being the most people on the leaderboard right now. When we look on the right side, kill after kill after kill goes to Drago with a very nice C4 kill, and we see another kill happening by Major onto the breach. He wallbanged him. Okay. Mosi doesn't get flashed by the flash and goes into the swing. Now he gets flashed, but he still has his C4 in the pocket and goes for the wallbang, but he doesn't really get the kill. He's just waiting now for the Ram to walk in. Is the Ram gonna be getting any picks? And he gets the pick on the Mosi, but is it gonna be enough to make a change in the difference of man advantage? 2v4 situation. Hackinator having problems with the guy on east, and he gets picked by Kivka sitting into the door. 3v1, Supma still being alive, but he doesn't really know about the mute at the corner, and he misses 2 shots on him, but he doesn't respond to this. He doesn't really notice the mute being behind him, and when he does, he gets pumped into the face. What a round by Blind O's, and we are more and more closer to ending this map. 5-3 at the moment, 2 rounds to go. If Blind O's wins both of those, it's gonna be 7-3, and it's very bad looking for Swedish Family right now in this matchup. They're making so many different problems. They have a lot of miscommunication, if you can call it that, or it's just a, I don't know, it looks at least like it's miscommunication, but it could be also just a lack of professionality right now today. It's hard to explain how I'm thinking about this, but it doesn't look like the Swedish Family we see from those posts nowadays. Win against Crown Zero, win against this, won against those guys, and now, even though they had such a great run, they're just not showing it right now that they are on this great run at the moment. Maybe they can still come back, but it's very hard. 3-5. Blind O's having both of the rounds on defense right now and having more of the least favorite side by statistics, at least on this map. So great for Blind O's. He just got a team kill going into the round. 3v5 situation. Swedish Family now have a very good man advantage. We will see how it's gonna go. The for now, it's looking great for Swedish Family to make the next point for them in the round swap. 5v2. Oscar, you trying to find another kill from the vertical, and he does find another kill. So everything's good. Planter got planted down. He still above, finds Oscar his first pick in this round. Tries to rotate around, but he finds the Monty in front of him. There's still two people there, and he doesn't really get another pick. Gets stopped by Turk onto the look up to the hedge, and it's a 5-4. Swedish Family got this round. Very great. One team kill already made a lot of difference for the man advantage for Swedish Family, so they had more time to pressure around, and that's what they've done. That's what happened, and now we are standing on a 5-4. Blandos now being able to go above again into the spot that they won, or the first spot they took into this round, into this match, and they are looking to get another win on this spot, making it 6-4. Will this be possible for them, or will Swedish Family now make a comeback and make it 5-5? It's a very interesting match because both teams are very great when it comes to a lot of single players handling the actions. On Swedish Family side we got Turk, who right now shines the most, and on Blind Oz we got Cleasing with Kivka, who shines out the most at the moment when it comes to the leaderboard, to the kills that happen, and to being just active into the game. So we will see how Swedish Family now reacts. They got the first round now, so they closed off the gap a bit. This is gonna be enough. Runs into CCTV but gets picked. There's two people holding it. Oscari taking one of the frags out of CCTV. A very nice try from Swedish Family when it comes to the run-in with the blitz. They just met too many people holding the crosses there. But still 4-4. Well, no really man advantage or disadvantage in this scenario. Kivka still playing a bit of aggressive on the east, having the free run out, and he misses his shots. Unfortunate, but still gives the aggressiveness to his enemies, and he knows that there was a guy in break, still not trying to overswing anything, plays his life out greatly, and he doesn't really swing too much like he should. So 4-4, 50 seconds on the clock, so Swedish Family should slowly start taking up the pace going into one room after another. That's just my opinion on it. As the time will close, we need them to take the aggressiveness if they want to win another round. If we want blind owls to give them the wins, then we just keep slow. And they do get the pick on the Aruni being on the back of the side. 4v3 situation, 15 seconds on the clock, and Kivka with the pick onto Turk, the top frag of the enemy team, and Oscar whips on Kivka, and Kivka gets another frag, and he gets one more, and with this he goes 11-5. What a crazy game from him, and it's now 6-4, match point for Blind Owls. Does Swedish family have anything in response to this round, or is it gonna be something that's gonna just go through and we will have to see anything from their side? Also, we will do a interview after the game, so stay tuned in our stream. Even though when you see your favorite team losing or winning, it's not time to turn down then, as you will still be able to hear, like the last stream yesterday, no, 2 days ago, where we got the interview after the game, and it's gonna be one more time the same thing that we're gonna do, because I think this is also something meaningful to the enemy, to the players that play, that they get picked for an interview and can say what they had on their mind. Like for instance, Swedish family with the question, why go 4 rounds in a row into the bottom sides before you even touch the top side, for instance. We see drop Turk on a Monty. From Frag onto a Monty. Insane. Drop Turk being one of the more players to give until now to his teammates. Warden being above. This time it's being Drago on the Warden, not easing, surprisingly. And Oscari takes off one of the 2 frags from Blind Owls being cleasing inside. So 5v4 situation, 1 minute 20 to go. And Blind Owls being 1 man down when it comes to their fragger. Monty still waiting his time. Kivka picks off one of the 3 families players, and it's gonna be Sukma. But it doesn't take long as Kivka is being picked by Darnus holding east. Monty got flashed by his own teammate. .4v3, and we still are waiting for the decision of the Swedish family. They have slowly to take initiative on dropping side and going for the execute, but they still are trying to face off with one of the enemies being on top of the floor, and the way it drops down now into side. 4v2 Major with the pick from the guy from above. 2v2 and Drop Turk misses his shots on the with the Monty on the Mozzie, but it doesn't really stand long as both Oscary and Drop Turk gets one kill after another and makes it a 6-5, not giving up the fight yet. So we will see one more round into this game. Still match point for Blind O's. If Swedish Family gets this round, it's gonna be 6-6, and we're gonna go into our lovely unlimited overtime, which could go in either way. I think the last time we saw infinite overtimes, we saw 10-8, we saw once, I think 14-12, if I'm not wrong. So in the series of Phantom League with the last season and this season of Phantom League, we already saw some matches going into crazy overtimes. The grand final went 2 times in the overtime, 8-10. So it's something that really is exhausting when you go into unlimited overtime, because you can go one round win, one round lose, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, and it's gonna go on like this forever. And between teams like Blind or Swedish Family, you can't really say if it's gonna be like this or not, as both teams show the greatest of the right now and a very good fight. So it's hard to say if we will go into unlimited overtime and how far we will go into unlimited overtime. It could be very far, like 14-12. It could be something that we don't even see coming in, and we will have to see how Swedish Family is gonna try to attack this last round of this map, at least the last round if they lose. So here we go. Darkness, we can't cook grenades for a long time anymore. I mean, the idea was great, but you can't really cook grenades anymore, so it's very hard to do. You just, you know, get this grenade, getting kills from it. Back in the day, you would have gotten it, but today, it is a waste of the grenade, in my opinion. The Monty being a small issue for our Mozzie all alone. NVZ Kivka picking up the Mother Turk picks up. Kivka's on one of the frags already. Still, they got one more, but one already being gone from side of Blind O's. And we see at one more to go. .4v4 scenario. Monty going in further into office, taking away the space for our warden to go anywhere, and the warden stays above, doesn't go down yet. He waits for opportunity, and sadly he doesn't get the kill with the C4, but not the end. Darkness picks him up, and it's a 4v3 scenario for Swedish Family, but Cleasing with a quick response to a 3v3. Monty still alive. Our Mozzie, who was earlier above, dropped down now, and one of the top frags from the side of Blind O's, also from the side of Swedish Family. Both top frags are still alive. Kevka sadly not being anymore here, but still 3v3, 50 seconds to go, and nothing really can happen. Darkness trying to hunt down Cleasing, who is their top frag at the moment, but he doesn't really find him because he's way too far away from where he is, and they just wait to play it out. He goes down. We got one person outside the window, waiting for the drop, and Hacknator being the guy playing from vertical from above, and they go for the execute, but Darkness picks off one of them, and the plant goes down. Plant went down. 3v2 scenario. On the vertical we got one. On the rappel we got another one. So it's gonna be hard to do and to deal with in this scenario. It's gonna go to 6-6 and probably into our lovely unlimited overtime. Unless somehow Swedish Family makes a mistake, but now the time is low and nothing will happen anymore. Hacknator with the double kill at the end of this run, and we go into our unlimited overtime. 6-6. A bit of a thrown game from Blind Oats Academy, giving Swedish Family the 2 rounds in a row now. Making it, to be fair, a bit more exciting than it was in the beginning. A double 3-3 split, 3-3 in the first switch, 3-3 on the second switch. It's looking very good for both sides. It's not lost yet, but over time we both know it can be very exhausting. We still see Swedish Family on the attack, as this was their pick. They wanted to be on attack when it comes to overtime, so that's what they have. And this could be a big issue for Blind Oats, being onto the defense after losing 2 times in a row now as defenders. It could be everything or nothing, to be fair, but I think if they have an idea and they go on the top floor where they won all the time, so both sides having now what they wanted. Swedish Family the attack, which is a bit of more perfect side to have the overtime if you go overtime, but also Blind Oats having their favorite side, top floor side, to defend. It's gonna make both scenarios very difficult to be played out, and we will see who will play it out better. Because at the end, both teams showed a very big fight, and it's just a matter of time and a matter of positioning now that we have to look into while looking into this game. 6-6, and we will see how Swedish Family attacks this time against Blind Oats once more before they go into defense, and we have then hopefully a decided winner. If not, we will go as long as it has to go for our winner in this map. Don't forget, this is just map 1. There's still a second map in worst case scenario, a third map coming into play. And we see a very, very, very good run out from Drago, taking away 3, if I'm not wrong, 3 or 4, no, I think it was 3 players from Swedish Family, giving them the 4v1 advantage, and it's just a matter of time till we see Turk being picked off, and it is happening. Cleasing with the final kill of this round. A very tight angle to hold, and it's 7-6. Blind Oats need one more round to win and finish this map, but we got also Swedish Family on the defense, which we need to see what side they will take on. And it's second floor. I thought it's gonna be one of the first floor sides where they were more into it. No, well, I'm sorry, they changed their mind, and it is fourth floor bathroom. Tell us.
For your own safety, keep the area surrounding the medical tent clear for authorized personnel and those in need of medical attention. لسلامتك الشخصية، حافظ على خلو المنطقة المحيطة بمنطقة الخيمة الطبية
and match point for blind owls. How will they attack this extension from Swedish family? One time they done a very good job, one time they done a very bad job on attacking this. So this is my question, how will it go this time? And Kivka with the first kill into this round. 4v5 scenario, 2 minutes on the clock, and it's not looking great for Swedish family as he almost takes off the head of Sutma, but that happens with Drago just walking into top floor, gets 2 kills and goes down. What a insane play from Drago in this scenario, in this 5v1 scenario. You can't really do anything at this point anymore. Drop Turk being the last one alive, having to fight off 5 people. And the death is going down. Turk is still alive, picks up the first, that's gonna be Kafka, but will be enough? No, it will not be enough. They just couldn't stand the aggression from blind owls. And Swedish family goes down 8-6 into the first map of this game. What a insane game, and we will be going into a quick 5 minutes break before we go into map 2. And with that, I will be right back with you guys in a bit. See ya in 5 minutes. And we are back with map 2, Swedish Family against Blind Owl's main team. Going into Skyscraper. Swedish Family once more on the defense side into the first half of this map. Blind Owls once more again on the attack side on the first side of the map. With me right now after the break are gonna be two new casters. One you already know it's gonna be Relevant, and the other one is gonna be Pen Bazoo from back in the day. Abyss, but now he is a free agent person, so he's gonna co-cast with me today with Relevant together. With this, we hope we're gonna have a bit more of a hype up situations where one of those casters could try and bring up the the emotions, and so that we have a better stream than before. And with this, we go into the round with Swedish Family banning away me, Brava and Dokaibi, while we see on the other side a Mira and what was the second pick?
A Mira and a mute ban from Blind Owls.
Alright.
Wasn't expecting the Brava and Doki ban from Swedish Family though.
Doki ban is something more personal from the
Doki
last
ban's
map.
fair enough.
Yeah, from last map, Doki ban is fair enough because Doki just ran into side last map, so it is understandable to see a Doki ban when she dropped the ward on them. 11-12 kills in total. With Dokaibi and with Warden SMG, they got a lot of kills with that upgrade.
I haven't fucking looked at a...
Language.
My bad. I haven't looked at a game on console, so I can't figure out how to do the free cam like properly, like so you can see through the ceiling.
You have to push in your right thumbstick, then you can free cam if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that's the free cam, but it doesn't let me see through the ceiling.
That's your square, not thingy, the 4 arrows on the left side of the
Ah, there we go. I got him.
Yeah, the bottom arrow.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So we see Swedish Family with drop torque.
Bandit trick. Okay.
Bandit trick.
Bandit active on the house
Yeah.
breach, wasting one of Grimm's hard breaches.
We're the Nomad and Legion fighting in Terrace currently. Great IQ below, getting the bandits off.
Try.
I think Grim might give another try. He's droning, he's currently droning, but the IQ got the bandits off the
Main breach.
breach and office.
Ace was AFK. He's
Bandit
not
doesn't
just
know that
coming
IQ's
in, by the
underneath,
way.
I don't think. Might be a gunfight between IQ and Bandit soon. Grim
By
gonna
the looks
try
of things,
again
yeah.
with the breach.
I'm more interested
You're gonna get it
in
open
the-
this time as well.
into the Nomad right now. When you look into her positioning, she's just waiting for a free pick to walk into her crosshair at the moment.
He's gonna start opening the office breach now. The Nomad just sitting outside Terrace door, getting a long angle onto
On the
the
side,
Solus, or at least attempting it.
She almost
IQ
had it.
going
She
up
almost
house
had it.
right now. She's gonna get in a
She
gunfight
did.
soon. Solus swinging the IQ, getting ready to swing her off. Just ask her
And IQ gets picked away from Darkness, from below. What a great drum from Darkness. on
Grim's
the
in
side.
split, they don't know. Oh my god, Oscar!
Oh my god. Double kill in a quick second.
Flores is in, gets one refrag. Can he kill Oscar in top house though? He gets a
does
kill on a Radiant
calculate
Dragon. He
that.
doesn't. I don't think he knows where the last one is.
Oscar, you still playing in his
Ace,
lovely corner.
Ace walking up the house stairs. I don't think Ace knows Oscar's there.
Oscar, you picked
He
one
now knows
more
Ace
time
is
with his
Then
goal.
just a refrag.
What a great trade. One trade after another. Kill after kill. What we just saw is great siege right now.
1v2.
30 seconds on the clock and still
Good
manageable.
spot of the BP. Very manageable. Still has one ace charge on the block at 2 claymores.
Oh,
Let's see
he
what
misses
Stomach can
it.
do here.
He does get side control though.
Let's see if something was going to swing off. Right, he does swing off. He misses the
He
real,
gets
Double
double.
swing.
and then they pinch him.
And it's the first round for Swedish
Down
Family
is for the
on
double.
Skyscraper. What a great double from those two. They just looked at each other. One swung in, then the other swung in. Just a great double play together there. Great one. This game's gonna be heated now. Because the last round...
This game is going to be quite good.
Last round, Blind O's won just by 2 points in unlimited overtime. So now Swedish Family needs to win this map if they want to try and get more points out of this. And I mean, they could win now on Skyscraper, but then we will go on to the third map, and it's gonna be, if I'm not wrong, Night Haven Labs. Which is gonna be insane. Oh, we see Blind O's coming back with a strong fight and closing it up for Swedish Family. This is also something that could happen. That Swedish Family maybe have some good rounds now on defense, but Blind O's, when it comes to this, they could try and take it away. I mean, we got two people going, what, 14 and something and 12 and something last round from Blind O's side. So
I just realised Oscar got a double as well last round.
It's hard to say which team could win, because both teams got some very good...
It is. Both teams are very good.
Yeah. When it comes to even the names, when you look into Swedish Family, a lot of people knows Oscar, you, and Drop Turk. You know what I mean? From
looking quite strong.
medias. Yeah. But also we see names like Kefka and Kiesing on Blind O's, who are also a bit of known names when it comes to
On the console scene.
Yeah, on the console scene, you saw them win or go at least in the third places. But Oscar
Drago gets a kill on
picked,
Oscar straight away.
and it's not even 1 minute after the round began, and we already see a 4v5 scenario. While the AcE moves into bar and hopes to
Ash is
pick
about to
it
get a
up.
gunfight in this one, mind you. Be tagged up. Currently at 50 HP. Bottom dragon right now. Missed the camera.
She just runs up.
He's up by getting the bandit trick down.
But
Tricks that bandit off.
denies it.
Takes that hard breacher off the striker.
They're playing very aggressive when it comes to
They are.
against drums, so it's hard to take it away from them when they bend it trick and everything.
Talks about it, possible about to get a gunfight here. What's with the nitro? Doesn't connect to that.
And we see a full drop into side by Hacknator and Zubma. So
They have a drone on Mai. They got the drone on Mai and Dragon.
but there's still a kiting in Dragon, so it's a 2v2 scenario there. Wherever
They know that Mai and
The
the,
guide. Oh,
Yeah.
Guide moves back.
all of them
Give
have
him
to move back, and he gets
Well,
picked by
not-
Drago gets the
Drago.
kill on.
Drago.
Oh my god, what a
On the
pinch.
Paris window.
You can see some of the Grim starting to come out now.
And Grim does miss the gunfight inside
Oh wow.
against
But then he's
Hacknator. But
Poison one now,
Kefka
1
chose
HP. Kaifa gets
isn't-
another kill. It's all done to Hackinator.
But he does get picked
He
by
gets one.
Hackinator. And Hackinator
And he
gets
can't
picked by
finish
Drago. Drago being one of the people in
The-
this round getting the triple kill and having the most influence of the round flow.
The
taken
body spray
away.
coming out from Drago as well. They're
Yeah.
trying to get into their head.
Don't forget, Drago got the first pick of this round, then went into getting the pick on Dragon to clear Dragon out, and he then went to get the last kill of this round, so he got a triple kill and trying to go into the mentality of Swedish Family with the body shooting and being a bit more toxic into the game, which is, by the way, allowed.
Yep.
And I just saw in chat someone typed in 21 kills for Kefka last round. 21. Damn. Alright. 1-1. And Swedish Family one more time onto the same spot. So they lost it very heavy. And still try to go for it once more. What's your guys' opinion on this? Is it something stupid, or do you think they have some improvements in mind that they're gonna
Honestly,
do different?
it was close until they started to collapse into sight. If they just held the shrine a little bit longer, that was easily winnable for Swedish Family. That's just me personally, though.
By the way, they did
Not sure
have
if Relevant have
a
different opinion.
castle on this spot, but now they don't have one. If you see, they don't have.
Yeah, they swapped
those
the castle out for the Azami, have they not?
Yeah, but still,
Same with the bandit, they switched that for Tipper.
Yeah. I think it's a bit
Yeah,
of a
I think
dumb
this was
idea.
smart though.
Nah.
No, I think it's smart because I think castles get wasted out too easily, whereas the zombies are kind of more harder to take out if there's someone playing behind it.
To be fair,
Exactly,
they
because you have
play
to
dumb,
waste
but-
an entire mag to get it.
I mean, castles do waste more time because you have to break them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then again, an AcE charge, a breach charge, a grenade,
Yeah.
a Flores,
Well, that's
all that.
utility
You
that
can
you have
just
to
easily
waste.
get rid of them.
Well, that's utility you have to
Yeah.
waste, though.
Also very true. Kavka on the black balcony.
Well,
There's going to be a gunfight here. He's,
Yeah.
well, Mai's just instantly falling back. He's not even trying to engage in that. They're both falling back straight to Shrine. They practically have full T-side already.
They got it intel with drones on Dragon. We see Major being
Yes.
on top of the
Coming over the
rooftop.
forest, getting
Yeah.
that Azami. Getting
What
that
a
keep on
great
Shrine.
Azami there, though. What a great counter for Azami there. I didn't really think about the idea to have the flowers being on the rooftop there and playing such a great flowers drawn just down. That's something that I didn't really see a lot of times in competitive scene.
There's going to be a gunfight here between the Grim and the Y. They both know of each other.
But Kivka picks up one.
Clayton gonna win it?
Sleazy
Clayton
gets
wins it. He
another
looks the
one,
wrong way.
and Kivka goes into Dragon, picks up another one. Double
Kevka,
kill.
oh my god.
This guy doesn't stop. He gets kill after kill.
It's all done at Hackinator and third.
Kikinator sneaking up from below, by the way. But he can't.
Third
because of
sees him.
the
Is he gonna get the
debris,
kill? He doesn't. He can't connect it.
Because of the.
Oh my god, it's all done at Hackinator.
5v1. Hackinator goes up.
He's
almost-
flanking up behind.
Yeah, but he almost
Hold on.
dies to the
Look at
gadgets.
Hackinator.
Will
This flank can
low
be more
HP
perfect.
Will this low HP gonna be enough for him to change anything? He picks
He gets one.
Draco
Last one.
and he gets picked by
Cleasy gets the
Cleasy.
wall bang. Pleasing and Kevka just don't stop.
They don't. Last round, Cleasing and Kivka had a lot of kills. I think Kivka going. When I look into the chat, someone typed in 21 for Kivka, and then we got Cleasing. I think he was around 12 to 14. So both of them going very positive out of the first map, and you see that. You just see that they don't stop.
They just keep going pick after pick
Yeah.
after pick.
Drago being one of the influence
Drago
people
as well.
still on this map. Not that much seen on when it comes to border, maybe, but on this map he showed himself more already. He had this one moment last round. We just gonna have to remember that he done it because literally he was the reason why they came into a 1-1 state, and now 2-1 because of Kivka just running in with the double kill, and then Cleasing getting the last picks. It's just insane what's happening right now. It's a kill after kill after kill. You can't even switch perspectives from one player to another, and you already see someone died.
Exactly. The Fenrir ban coming out of Blind Devils is quite strange for me because they haven't touched him once. But then the Grim ban as well. They've just been abusing that Grim from the Swedish Family.
Yeah.
It's just been very touch and go this game.
To be fair, I don't think the Grim ban is very positive, very good idea. I mean, she does give a lot of intel, but the utility of Grim wasn't really used that much into the late stage of the game, which you could have prevented if you had something like Wamai or Jäger. You know what I mean?
They ran them away every round, but then it was just the discs were getting burned way too much. The Flores was coming out.
Yeah.
We were just blowing them up. There was not
why-
much Swedish Family could do about it.
So I understand it somewhere, but I think it's just a bit of wasted when you think about it that now that nothing can be stopped about having
The
shields. They can use all the shields. They didn't ban any shield at all. For
Already
blind
the
ones.
Monty's coming out as well.
Yeah. So this is something that I noticed last round too. They banned everything else, but the shields were kept. outside of the game till the third ban, and then they started abusing them. So Blind
Major
O's doing the
already
same
in
thing.
the restaurant as well.
This is something that Blind O's already abused last game. They wanted to have a influence on the bans, so they done it. They had a operator being more the queue operator for the beginning round, so they can keep the bans for the shields and abuse them till the best they could. So this is what happened last round, by the way. Like last
It
match.
looks like Major's gonna try and just walk up back here.
Yeah. You know that there's no rotate into side, so his walk up could be even
The
greater
Simic
than
behind
you think.
him, he just walks straight up.
Yeah. He couldn't really do anything about it though. Normal
Yep.
being behind him on a black.
Blind Owls go for a carry.
At the road, pushing in. Kefka
What
picks up
a
one.
great pick by Kefka. And what a great play by Blind also. What a great idea to do. And another one got
And there
picked
goes Turk
by
as well from
Drago.
Drago.
And Kefka still having
Also,
one
Major's
more
just gonna walk in here. I think he's gonna go for a turtle punch.
smoke, and he does get another kill on
Kefka
Durners.
as
Monty
well.
going down for the plant.
5v2 scenario one more time. And Kefka still holding the hallway with his DMR.
Does Warden not know how to use ability? What's
I
Warden
think he
doing?
used it up, to be fair, earlier on Kefka's.
And there goes Drago.
Yeah, and then
Get
you see
another
Oscar
pick.
using
It's all done,
below,
Oscar.
but it's not gonna have a big of a change now, does it? The shotgun on the long range, I
Tags
don't
up
think it's
somewhere.
gonna be a good idea. And he just gets completely flooded
And
by
there goes
Keating.
Oscar.
It is
Here
a
comes
flawless
Cleveland.
round by Blind Ocean. What a great game. They're showing right now. They making
the same
Swedish
round.
family look like fucking bots. Oh, sorry for the language, but
Language.
yeah. They making Swedish family right now look like bots, to be fair. When you just look into how they play,
Yeah.
Blind Owls just walking in, Ying, Glass.
Glass,
You know this-
Monty.
You should know that this is the perfect execute if you want to have a quick plant into the side. And Swedish family should have known this so much hours into ranked. The 100% they had to face it so often already. And still they don't know how to counter this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's not really much that they can do in that position. They already got one pick down. It was a 4v5. And then the Monty and the Yang come up with the hard breaches. The Monty's just sitting there. There's not really much that they can do. Because if they push them, they're going to get picked up by the glass. If they sit back, they're just going to get that plant down.
Yeah.
The only thing I would have changed about that is having the Warden a little bit closer.
Warden close and maybe
Doing
the
all of
shield
the
have
action.
an operator with a shield instead of the Warden, and having the Warden ready to just throw, or at least have like C4
Even if they
ready.
even if they brought out the clash for that.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're running the back side. They're running the side back again. It looks like they're going to try and possibly go for the same execute. Only they're switching for a blitz and no Yang this time.
I don't think they're gonna go for this one.
No,
more time.
I don't think they're doing the same execute. I think the demos and the blitz is going to be used for roam clearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair. I mean, because the blitz is spawned over by vent side. Looks like he's going to come over and clear over.
Kifka
like,
just running
top
the
house.
Ash now. He knows that
Yeah,
he just can
Kifka's
get
just,
into
he
their
just
head.
doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, he gets in their head. He just goes
Hmm?
in, one kill after another. You can't really do anything about it. They are droning out everything possible to get drowned out. So Mozzie gadgets
Do we
all
have-
around bottom side.
Hacking it going for just a light roam right now as well, just top house.
There's gonna be a gunfight between Kifka and Oscar, you probably, but maybe he got picked up by the guy in the bar. He doesn't know that he's in the bar. He's not sneaking onto him, and he does not know about it. But now he knows. And Drago gets picked by Durnus in
Drago
bar,
gets picked off.
and Hackinator and another.
Hackinator as well.
Kifka beats the Ella. Beautiful shot by Kifka there, and it's a 4v3 scenario for Blind Ocean. So
Hackinator's fell back. He's just chilling in Shrine as well.
yeah.
But
Did you
Turk just coming back from drums.
Are you looking at Kifka? I thought for a second you saw him through a wall. Like, sometimes he goes onto, like, out of ADS and just
No.
flicks onto where the enemy player is. I know, it looks a bit of sauce though.
I'm watching now. See what I can see. Kefka and Cleveland just walking straight through, not a care in the world. Kefka's just clearing out as much as he can, and Cleveland's gonna drone him through. Tembo's in the chamber. Does he know that his army's there?
That's a great question.
Surely he's heard them.
I mean, he heard her using her ability, so it should be clear that she's gonna be somewhere inside that. In my opinion.
Oscar ran just in the corner on the default, almost on the default point. Kefka
And
just
Kefka
walks
just
in,
walks in.
just doesn't care.
Yeah. Kev kind of zombie gang and dump.
And then C4
So nice
this
one
way.
from Oscar.
Oscar, are you?
Going for spray, can't connect
This
it.
is what I mean. You just gotta have those.
Cleve's about to be in a
C4s
gunfight here. Cleve's possible about to be in a gunfight with Zup here.
Whew.
Wallbangs can't connect it. Yeah, the 2v4 scenario. 4 blind items. Warrior jump coming out from Cleveland. Gets off it.
And it's a 4v1.
Hackney picks up another one. Is that a 4v1 for Cleveland? Do we think he could close it out here? 15 seconds on the clock.
I don't think he can. Nope.
No, he can't.
3-2.
Wow.
Blind Ost needs
3-2
one more
split.
round on Swedish Family to have a very good run on Skyscraper, which in my, at least in my opinion, it is a defender-sided map, because when you look into how far you can extend, how much you can do on this map as a defender, and how much you have to clear, drone out, and take space as an attacker, I think you could play it out smartly on a defense. So going 4-2 down for Swedish Family on defense is gonna be a hard one, and a very good
To
one
come
for
back
Blind
from
Ost.
at least.
Yeah.
If they can leave this half with a 3-3 split,
That's
could be
what I
good.
just said last round too. We had a 3-2 situation, and I said it's gonna be either a 3-3 split or a 4-2 split. I was hoping for a 4-2 split into one of the sides, but at the end we saw a 3-3 split and watched this insane matchup from both of those.
we haven't seen a single downstairs site be played, by the way. Everything's
No.
just been constantly upstairs. Switching between office and tea room.
I mean, I love when it comes to kitchen. I love the kitchen side extension to above. If you know how to play it, at least I love it. Here's my personal opinion. When you extend with a castle above, you got castles in drums, you got a castle playing more into the shrine. You take away the dragon and drums are ready. Then you got 2 people playing, at least 3 or even 3 people above. One being
They've
in the
only
hallway.
found
but
one
nah.
of Blind Owl's drones.
But nah, we see on the top sides, which is something sad, to be fair. Very sad.
Yeah.
Because there's so much potential in every other side you can play.
Especially the kitchen side as well. That was just so much potential. Major trying to see if he can find a pick here. I've been hacking it, going a brief gunfight, but no damage was taken. Kefka on a tower with the geisha balk. And a shotgun open. Surprised the Swedish family hadn't reinforced this.
Yeah. Well, they did reinforce a
Hacking
bit
it
of a
or-
further one, so.
Yeah.
But look at Hackinate's
Hacknate-
position is.
Yeah, he's ratting on the restaurant stairs. He wallbangs,
Kefka
gets Tark. Oh my god, Kefka.
They just drone. You see, Blind was working so much with drones. And it's just insane. You get one ping after another ping after another ping. Like, the instant pings that are happening on all the time from side of Blind Ost, say they have no camps left. It's just insane. It's not like only the support players are joining. Everyone drones. The fragger, the supporter, you see them look up everything with those drones. That's a great team effort they put in. Look how many drones just walk into one fucking... Sorry?
2 drones back to back.
Yeah, they just drone everything.
Constantly coming through. Zopma trying to get in a gunfight here. Can't connect any of his shots.
Kivka's slowly waiting for a swing by the Legion. He misses the Legion and he goes for a swing again and he got
Kefka. Can you pick up another one? Yeah, Zopma shuts him down. The 4v3 for Swedish family. Boris drone coming out from Major. Gets rid of the Akiba barrier. He sees the IQ swinging. He kills the IQ. Does he know that Major is in now?
He does. No, he doesn't. And he
Major
gets
kills.
picked
Major
up by
shuts him down straight away.
There's a guy still house. Hey, you have to focus on at least Major should have focused on the guy in the house for now. Heck,
Wow,
they
what a trade.
traded.
Wow.
And it's a 4-2 split for Blind Ost. Do you guys believe that it's gonna be a win for them, or do you think that Swedish family can bring this home and can still switch something around? relevant.
Yeah. Personally, I think that well, it's weird because I was watching the last match. Obviously, I wasn't there, and I did see Swedish Family pick up during the end. Obviously, they had a big number on them mid of the match, but then they seemed to come back. So I'm gonna actually say Swedish Family are gonna come back and they're gonna win this.
All right, Panbu. What's your opinion on that?
There we go, my mic was muted. Me personally, Blind Owls could close this out because it has a very defender-sided map. But then again, Swedish Family did shut down their momentum for quite a while. They brought it back to that 4-3, that 2-3 split. But then Blind Owls just got a few more picks, a few more gunfights.
I think if Swedish Family want to actually do anything though, they're gonna have to work on getting this man Kefka out of the rounds.
Out the round straight away. Same with Drago.
Yeah.
The Clash pick
This-
coming out from Blind Owls already as
Kefka
well.
has been an unstoppable force. Obviously, he's just if he's dead, he's getting like 1 or 2 picks with him. Like you can't take him down that easily.
He doesn't leave on his own.
No.
He always takes 1 or 2, if not 3 with him if he can.
And we see the first side is gonna be Karaoke and T, picked by Blind Owls, and they also do the same thing that Swedish Family does. They do reinforce the double wall to black. I don't know why it's become so like common to do it. I think it gives you more surprise if you have that rotation there and a shield or anything into that corner.
And plus, if you have the rotation there, you'll be able to hear anyone walking up from the back stairs.
Yeah. So any quick plants, yeah,
Yeah.
you could just run inside. Yeah, I know that, but if you have people playing it
Yeah.
and hearing the sounds, then you should be able to, counter this a bit.
Are we gonna
yeah,
have a
I'm pretty
3-man
sure.
extension?
I'm pretty sure that reinforcement is like actually meant for.
Major coming out for a
the
jump out
karaoke
here as
thing.
well. Hold on. What's Major gonna do here?
Oh, he almost gets
Oh,
That's
wow.
a hit on the
Hakanate.
thermite.
He takes so much that health off Hakanate.
I thought he's gonna kill him there, to be fair.
Yeah, I thought he had him.
He could run out now too, once more, and maybe even get a kill from it.
Drago walking down with the Clash into the Dragon into top house and VIP.
Opening.
He now knows that they have a Brava. Also, the AcE is just gonna start getting active here. Not a thermite, sorry.
Opening up
Apologies.
the house
Opens at the top house single wall. AcE has opened the office wall as well. Major's just sitting behind that desk in office, waiting for Kurt
Goes
to
out for the
swing.
swing
him.
outside, hits
Oh.
Ace once.
Everyone's just getting so tagged up right now.
But it's not kills, so at the end you have to get the finishing kill.
Kefka's just
otherwise-
walking out. He
And there's a man
just
down.
drops hard.
Speaking of kills, Kefka gets the first pick of the round.
He's still got only 1 minute 40.
This man's just unstoppable right now.
Yeah. You said they have to kill him, but how are you supposed to kill somebody who just gets you out of the round?
Hakanate going for a
before
wall
you see
bang. You
them?
can't connect it to Kefka though.
Kefka has such a nice angle onto the house breach.
Yeah. A very, very
Wow.
annoying one.
That's practically impossible to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, Clash is getting aggressive outside. 2 people coming around.
The Clash is just outside. Like, what is she doing?
What is Kefka gonna do? Is Kefka gonna run out?
Got that into the Claymore Ashen below, trying to get that 4-bang on her. She can't connect
Kefka
that.
runs out again. Nearly
There goes
gets
Kefka. Kefka's down.
But
Major gets a refrag on him and then cleans him. Wow.
Darren's being bottom house.
4v2.
And Oscar, you take the leading.
4v1.
Goes up house.
That's Legion, man. You might kill him here. Hold on.
It does.
He died to Legion.
Unfortunate,
Wow.
and it's a 5-2.
That's a very unfortunate death.
He thought he has
He
1-5,
5-2s.
but now
Wow. Blind Owls is just running a train on Swedish Family right now.
Blind Owls 5-2 against Swedish Family. When you look into Swedish Family, you saw all the posts that they had in the previous times of Controller Pro League. When you look into this, Crown Zero, a very big name, they won against Crown Zero. Now to go like this today, it's nothing that you would imagine by a team like this. To be fair, That's at least my opinion. What do you guys think about it?
I think the difference between Crown Zero
I mean-
and Blind Owls, I think it's a little bit big. But to be fair, Blind Owls, and especially Kefka, the man himself, has been putting up a really good performance against Swedish Family. So I have to give it to them. They've been doing very well. And maybe they have been a little bit underestimated.
I mean, back when I used to play, we went against Blind Owls once. They were an extremely strong team. Pretty sure they 7-0'd us on Abyss.
You can't really talk about our best times, my guy. It's like our best is...
Yeah.
I like Abyss, I don't have a problem with it. But just the construction of the team in total and the players that you had back in the day when you were in Abyss, when I was looking with my friends.
I mean, Abyss Academy was probably just the best it'd ever been.
Yeah.
But then again, Blind Owls, they still just ran through us. There was nothing we could even done.
I know back in the day when
They
we
just-
were in Aussie, we were the guys going. But don't forget it was Blind Owls Academy, because Blind Owls back in the day
Yeah.
didn't really have a main team, and now they do, and they prove themselves very well right now. So this team doesn't really have a long living time together, if you know what I mean. Not at least much. They know themselves personally, but
Yeah, me personally, Blind Owls is just an extremely strong team. There's just
forget
not
the
much you can really do
organization alone
against them.
To give, you know what I mean? But they're not a bad organization at all. Blind Owls has a lot to give when it comes to teams.
Darren is already downstairs in the bathroom. He's solo though. He is completely isolated. Droning himself through. Droning through reception, droning the bottom house.
Pleasing
He's
is
just
going to get a little
waiting.
bit aggressive.
Easy what I just saw. Look into Pleasing what he has into bar.
And Drake was getting extremely aggressive outside. So much to try and find this
Look
Deimos.
into bar, look into bar. Like, what am I seeing?
Yeah. No, but the thing is, with the clash, it's really playable because with her, she can just hold that herself.
And she's just sitting outside completely. There's nothing that anyone else can do.
They can't.
They're still gonna try. They're gonna get that house wall open now as well.
Clash doesn't even need to like hold it. She can just place her like shield down. And then yeah, like what she's
She
doing
just doesn't
now.
have to move, and then she gets that
She
pick onto Zupmo.
yeah,
Oh
she
my
just gets a pick
gosh.
off.
That was a
That's-
crazy pick there. What a kill. And Dernis gets picked up by
Kefka then
Kefka.
again.
He's leaning to down.
But what's so amazing about that clash spot?
He sound baits the Monty. Monty comes through, tries to sprint at him, but he stops it completely. Stops him in the tracks. He's gonna place that Fenrir and cover his flank.
But what I was saying, what's so good about that bar rotation is that no matter what, you can't get the main breach unless the clash dies.
Yeah.
And even then, it's just very, very hard.
The Clash
to
is
kill.
just outside now.
Clash and the Fenrir getting
And then
very aggressive. on the Monty,
Kefka as
once
well,
again,
oh my
Clash getting
goodness.
really over aggressive, I'd say.
Simway's got the tightest of pixel angles. Drago getting ran down on. Cleason runs out with the shotgun,
Whoa.
and then Major comes in behind him. Wow.
Very
Now-
big round from Blind Owls one more time, and we going 6-2 into match point for Blind Owls at this moment. Interesting game. Very interesting.
The way it's looking to me right now, Swedish Family can't pull this back.
No,
But then
no,
again,
no.
never say never.
Never
Yeah.
say never.
I will now.
Because all it takes
focus
is
on
one round from Swedish Family.
Yeah. Alright.
It is looking quite bleak for Swedish Family, but if they just get one round and stop that momentum from Blind Owls, who knows, they could just turn this game completely around and can bring it back on that infinite overtime. Blind Owls bringing out the bathroom site now though, the bathroom and bedroom site. We'll need to see how this goes. We got a full extend though. Full extend upstairs. No one is in sight. If Swedish family find us out, they could just go for a complete direct site here. Take that site and get a plant down. I also seem to be on talking to myself because everyone else is on mute. Let's go.
Alright, we got one person already saying no to the interview and that's being carry you. So Swedish family will not participate in a interview.
I guess we're just gonna have to see if we can blind owls if they would like an interview. Down is already downstairs and bar. But then again, hacking it was in tea room, prone on that drone hole, waiting for someone to walk past. Gonna be a gunfight here between Downers and Kefka. Does he know that Sunwix is there? He gets pinched out. Sunwix picks up that kill on Downers. And Drago just kind of walked there on the Twitch. And Kefka's just sitting there right behind him. And just a walking mirror for him. Clash drops down onto the AcE. Kefka picks him up again, Zupma. Picks up one, can he close it out? Picks up another. 1v3.
And everyone rotates around.
And then Sunwix just closes it out, shuts him down.
What a game. 7-2 by blind owls.
7-2 for Blind Devils, wow.
What a insane game.
That was an insane game.
We are now happy to go into a quick break to get the people that we want to a quick interview, and then we will be right back when we are here with the players of each team. So we will be right back.
I have a question.
Wait. Now you can ask. And here we are after a quick break to get the interview going on. Give me a second to set everything up. We got ourselves the man himself, Cleasing from Blind Owls. Welcome
Hi,
to the
everybody.
Caster Lounge.
Hi, everybody.
How we feeling about today's game against Swedish Family?
Well, it was a very complicated game, especially in the first matchup, and they were very prepared in border, but we managed to, how can I say it, break into their defenses very well. We had some problems onto the last ending of the attacks. Where did you see we lost some rounds on the very last, like in the last 10 seconds, last 5
Yeah.
seconds. But we managed to come back a little on the defenses. And in Skyscraper, we went really swift with the take of Clash. And it was a pretty simple game in Skyscraper.
So, what were your thoughts when you were going into border and we saw the first side not being the second floor, and they Swedish Family kept on going first floor for 4 rounds in total in a row? What was your thoughts? What did your team think about this? That there's a team who didn't go above for so long.
Yeah, they really prepared so good that defense. They really tried to keep it playing every time, even if they lost it. They tried to play it again. It was really solid. We had to play a lot of utilities in order to break their Melusis, Barbs, and the Goyos. But yes, in the first 2 times we went really swift, and then they adapted really well to our attack inside. But it was really strange that they had to play the middle floor instead of the top floor. Yes.
All right. You had a very big impact on the first map. What changed in your perspective to your playstyle when we look into second map? You didn't really do a lot more than you done on this first map. On the first map you went, I think, 13 or 14 kills out. On the second map you just went what, with 8 kills out, if I'm not wrong. What do you think was the issue for you to, having that difference of playstyle between those two maps?
Yeah, well, Border, it's a pretty small map, so there happen a lot of gunfights. Instead of Skyscraper, I play a lot of the backside, as you see with the smoke. Even in the attacks, I am the last to join in the map. I cover a lot of the flanks. So yeah, on Skyscraper, I play a lot of the backside in order to let my teammates go in the front and take better gunfights, because they're really good at it. And yeah, that's the point. In Border, I can play a little more aggressive. I always played on the east stairs in defense, but then till the end they managed to take me out of that position.
All right, boys, do you have any questions to our start of the day?
Yeah. Alright, so obviously you had one teammate who did very well, Kefka. He was a machine. How did you feel about his performance today?
Yeah, that guy is pretty consistent. He's always on 10, 15, 20 kills every game. He's a pretty aggressive player. He takes every gunfight possible. He wins nearly everyone. So it's a pleasure to have him in the team. And yes, with him we basically start 5v4. He's really good.
All right.
That's all my questions.
Penbu, do you have anything?
So, run it by me with the top black. Explain how that's now suddenly become popular in a lot of teams.
Yeah, that attack became very popular because everyone keeps attacking from the office side. So in defense, you You adapt really fast by playing 3 or 4 people in the back. So it's really difficult to join by windows or the breach. So that attack when it's when the defense is really not balanced, so they defend in 4 on the backside, it's really easy because you basically cut the site off and go for the plant in karaoke. It's really easy.
Yeah, 'cause
They
that caught
adapted a
us.
little bit of while playing below, but that attack is really overpowered.
Yeah, because that caught us off guard quite
Yeah,
heavily, to say the
it's
least.
becoming a really popular attack though.
Yeah. That's all my questions.
Alright, before we finish today's thing, there you have still two things more to say. First thing, what's your prediction on your next game? You're gonna face AcE in the next game of Phantom League on next week, starting from I think today. It's gonna make the channel is gonna be made. So, what's your prediction on scores from your side when you think AcE? What's your prediction of the game that you're gonna have against them?
I really don't know them guys, but I think it's gonna be a 2-0 swift, really swift.
Alright. And for now, the last point, you have a open second to say anything to the audience if you want to, and then we will end the stream afterwards. So, do you have anything to say to the audience, to people in the stream, or to somebody who like to hear this on a VOD later on?
Yes, of course. Thanks to everybody watching us. Keep supporting us, and it's been a pleasure to be casted by you guys. And have a good night.
Alright,
And you
then.
too.
You have a
Thank you
great
for the
night,
interview, man.
and thank you for taking your time after the game. We wish you a very great Sunday night, and we see you next week into the next match.
You too, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you.
And with this, we're gonna also end our side. I think we got nothing else to say. Next week, is gonna be probably 2 more casts coming in. I don't know really if we're gonna cast them or any different cast is gonna cast them. We're gonna have a very fun casting week next week. I think there's a lot of great games we could cast, so I will bring the schedule for our casters to your interest. They will be to be fine on the Twitter page most of the time. Before the games, we will have a quick post. If you want to support us, we always love the support you give us, the chat support, the support into the Discord, and also leave some love in the chat for the two Pember and Relevant for being here. With this, I would say from my side, it's also a good night. If you boys have anything to say, you're allowed to. Otherwise, we will be ending the stream now.
Yeah, no, I've got nothing else to say.
I have nothing
Other
to say.
than good night all. Hope you all have an amazing Sunday evening.
With this, we wish everyone a great one. Bye bye.